Hi, IASvideos.com is presenting you simplified daily current affairs analysis. Measles rubella vaccination. Parental consent is important for administering vaccines in school. Why the schools were chosen to vaccinate? Is parental consent necessary before administering vaccination to children? What are measles and congenital rubella syndrome? How many children are affected by this in India? GS Paper 2. Issues related to health, education and human resources. In this video, you can find detailed answers for all the above questions. The above article has been retrieved from indianexpress.com, dated January 20th, 2019.
What we are providing here is just a 10% sample out of the full-length video. Visit our website iasvideos.com to join the course and to unlock all videos.
What is the context about? The Delhi High Court put on hold the Delhi government's ambitious plan to conduct a vaccination campaign in schools across the capital to eliminate measles and control rubella. The court said that the decision lacks consent of parents. The court's order introduced a dimension to vaccination, the question of consent that had not been adequately dealt with earlier. Why the question is in the court? The consent of parents is not sought during routine immunization programs. Students of private schools in the city had approached the court through their parents saying it is settled principle that choice of an individual, even in cases of life-saving medical treatment, is an inextricable part of dignity which ought to be protected. Why the schools were chosen to vaccinate? The MR vaccine was recently introduced in the Universal Immunization Program. It is to be administered to all children between ages 9 months and 15 years. But we also need to vaccinate those who did not get it earlier and before they reach the reproductive age group. Is parental consent necessary before administering vaccination to children? Parental consent should be obtained prior to vaccination. This is the standard practice around the world. The World Health Organization recognizes oral, written and implied consent for vaccination. Vaccination is always a voluntary process and there is never compulsion involved. Vaccines should be administered after people are sensitized about the disease and vaccine. In several US states, it is compulsory to provide vaccination records before seeking admission into school, so that the child is not a danger to others. What are measles and congenital rubella syndrome? How many children are affected by this in India? Measles is a serious and highly contagious disease that can cause debilitating or fatal complications including encephalitis, severe diarrhea and dehydration, pneumonia, ear infections and permanent vision loss. The disease is preventable through 2 doses of vaccine. Congenital rubella syndrome or CRS is an important cause of severe birth defects. A woman infected with the rubella virus early in pregnancy has a 90% chance of passing the virus to a fetus. This can cause the death of the fetus or CRS. Note: the latest global measles and rubella update says India had 56,399 confirmed measles cases and 1,066 confirmed rubella cases in 2018.